Okay, so we're doing both. I don't know if that one light right there. That's your doorbell? Yeah. Alrighty. That's fine. Hi, everybody. It's Alex and Kim trying to maintain our 6 feet distance. We are obviously back in the library doing Cook by the Book Recipe Club. I have it on a laptop as a streaming different way this time to try it out. And then I have it on my phone so I can try to put those comments if you guys do have any. What we're going to do is my recipe is not done yet, so I'm going to allow Kim to go ahead and do her recipe. And then once mine is, we'll pretty much call the end of the show. And we're sorry we don't have any to share with you. We're just going to eat it all ourselves for lunch. So, all right, I'll give it to Kim.
I'm going to make today a cheesecake salad, which when you want to eat something that's supposed to be good for you, you can say you're having a salad, but this isn't really that kind of salad. It is a salad that has cream cheese, whipping cream, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. So first thing we have to do is beat our cream cheese with electric mixer until smooth. So 16 ounces cream cheese, so 2 blocks of cream cheese. I know. I like cream cheese.
Why not?
All right. I softened my cream cheese a little bit.
Here.
I set it out, but it's still a little bit. All right. Then you add in, this recipe calls for monk fruit sweetener or stevia, because I'm doing the keto diet. I use Swerve, a half a cup of Swerve, but you can use a half a powdered sugar. But you could use regular confectionery sugar, half a cup still, same measurement.
Yep.
No, this is Swerve.
Oh, I'm with you.
Swerve powdered sugar, which has no calories.
Okay.
And no carbs. So, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Add in a month. And the heavy whipping cream, which is 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Mix it all together. Thick and creamy. If it's too thick, you can add a little bit extra cream, but mine is like this. Then all you have to do is fold in your berries, which is 16 ounces of strawberries cut into bite-sized pieces.
Always feel so vicious.
Yeah, I don't do this at home, have it all ready like this. All right, and 14 ounces of blueberries, about 4 cups. 12 ounces of blackberries, about 2 cups. And 6 ounces of raspberries, about 1 cup. Mine might not be exactly right. I just kind of took a cup. I took like a container of blueberries, 2 small containers of blackberries, and 2 small containers of raspberries. I did cut my blackberries up a little bit because they were really big. They're big. And just fold it. Okay. You can put it in the refrigerator for a little bit, or you can serve it immediately, it says. Looks all pink now. And it makes 1/2 cup servings, 11 and a half 1/2 cup servings is what it is. And the calories are 134 calories for 1/2 cup. And net carbs are 6 net carbs, which is a little bit high, but fruit is high in carbs. So, but you're still getting your fruit and something delicious. No.
Those little cake things where
Yeah.
you do like this cream.
Yes.
That would be perfect.
But I'm going to taste it now. So. Okay, Alex. There you go.
Oh, I read it. I was gonna say, you're the chef.
Let me see.
You have the awesomeness. I know it's like DMAC time.
Yeah. Very good. I would put it in the refrigerator just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Make it like firm up a little bit more. But it's very good.
Oh, that's those berries are a nice.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, if you're hearing this.
So I mean that's quick, very quick and easy.
Yeah.
Recipe.
And if you did, you said if you were going somewhere, you couldn't chill it. It's just,
Yeah.
it's, you know,
It's
it
good.
doesn't have to be.
Doesn't have to be like chilled before. I mean, you can mix it up and eat it right away.
Or mine should be finishing in less than 2 minutes. If I can go over. I forgot mine. I had to take a picture of it the other day, so I already had it. So mine is white pizza dip. And I'm going to move this so you can see both of us for a little bit. And mine has literally only a couple ingredients. So I was looking for something similar to what we did that one time of 5 ingredients class. So I came across this one, and then this ended up fitting the theme perfectly. So it is 1 envelope Lipton recipe secret savory herb and garlic soup mix. Say that 5 million times fast. 1 16-ounce container sour cream, 1 cup ricotta cheese, 1 cup mozzarella cheese shredded, and 1/2 cup pepperoni chopped. So what I did was I've made this 2 ways. This is the second way, the correct way, and the first way. I could not find Lipton recipe secret savory herb and garlic soup to save my soul. I went to my local grocery store, Cash Market. I went to a Walmart. They didn't have it at Aldi's. I couldn't find it. So all I had was the onion soup mix. So I did make that same recipe with the onion soup mix. If you're a fan of that, yeah. If you're a fan of oniony, it turned out perfect. The flavor profile is a little bit different than this. And the oh, that's the big time thing. And then it can just sit there for a second. The onion soup added a little bit more onion flavor, and then it added darker, like a color to it. Like yours turns pink, this one onion turned with the onion color, like a brown. So let me see if I can get back onto our live thing so that I can try to monitor if you guys comment or anything. I should have brought the tablet out. There we go. We are back in live. So what I did this time, and Josh thought I was nuts. I went on Amazon, and obviously you can get everything on Amazon, and I found it. Well, before I say that, I'm very particular about my, what is this called, pepperonis. There's the one stick at like Walmart and everybody sells. I couldn't find pepperoni to save Mr. Water. So I had to get the stick at Walmart, and I can't remember the brand, and I don't want to say it because then if they're watching at any point in time, they're going to hate me. But it has a different taste. It is oily like some pepperoni do turn into be, but I just don't like the flavor profile of it. But we were definitely happy. We made this as a side. I think we had like burgers or something, or like a chicken or whatever as like our meat. And then we just had some chips to dip in here. But in this white pizza dip, you could do vegetables because everything in here is cheese, pepperoni, and that mix. So as long as that mix is safe with whatever, if you, I mean, if you're gluten,
that sounds like carb, like a
yeah.
keto, you know.
And Josh like said the same thing.
I saw it one time.
Yes, and I can't say if you are gluten free, if you'll be able to do the type of mix. You just might have to find your own spices that are gluten free spices that you can turn it in. So as you can see, it just came out. Get down so that you can see it. Looks super delicious. Mine's not zooming in perfectly. But what I did differently this time was obviously I went on Amazon. So they were selling a 2-pack, a 2-pack. So the packs come in 2. So yeah, it was four packets, and that was like 4 something or 5 something. So I was like, oh yeah, okay. Well then you get shipping, and they were going to charge you shipping for like $2.99 or something. Well then, if you look a little further, there was a pack of 12 boxes. So I'm a proud owner of 24 packets of this stuff. Yeah, and so minus 1. So I have 23 more times that I can make this recipe until I have to buy it again. But it was literally, in the long run, cheaper just to buy it. The 24 packs of it. So that's what we did here. I did notice that when I cooked it the first time, I baked it. It's you do the mix first. So you mix your ricotta cream cheese, your sour cream together. Then you pretty much just do your shredded cheese. You can do your spice, and then you take half of the pepperoni and mix that all in. Then before you're done with it and you put it in, you sprinkle some more shredded cheese on the top and the remaining other half of the pepperoni. And then you bake it for 30 minutes at 350. I'm happy with the 30 minutes. I cooked a little bit longer. I preferred the 35 because it got a lot hotter. I wanted a little bit more hotness. Whereas this is like the perfect temperature though to serve it right away. You don't have to wait. We had some leftover because we pretty much destroyed this. We did eat it cold. It thickens up, but I also use more shredded cheese. So I use like close to 1 cup, but I actually use a full bag of shredded cheese. So I put half a cup in it. So it makes it a little bit more, maybe soupier, but in the same sense, it makes it like, when I ate it the first time, it was just like the cheese, when it binds with other stuff, it makes that whole part nice. And then I put the other on top. So I will spoon it up, and then that way you can kind of see when it's like really hot. Let's see. A little bit more. So you can see that extra cheese, and I'm going to bring this down a second so you can see what I'm doing. It does have a stringy texture, so in my opinion, you can never go wrong with too much cheese. So that's probably why Josh loved the keto diet when he first did it.
Yeah.
So there's that, and there's some chips that you can put on your
I
plate.
can't eat chips, but I can.
Oh, that's right. You can't do. I do have veggies though in my actual lunch. So I'm going to put a little bit here, and it tells you to bake it in a shallow dish. And this is my favorite dish that I got from my mom. Yes. I know, trying to serve it, I feel like so if you don't want the string, just go buy the cup of cheese. But if you're like me and you're like cheese schmee, I'm excited to taste this. And Josh was actually pretty bad that we were doing this because I was like, this might not survive. Yeah, but I'm feeling pretty hungry. Okay, so let me do this.
You can look at that. You have like calories and everything, so you can tell me how many calories.
Oh my God.
That's very good.
So let me tell you, the
Very
flavor
good.
profile on this is straight up white pizza, where the other one we did was a more oniony base.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy.
But you can use, if it's not, if the herbs are not good, you could use celery to dip into it.
Yeah, like even to tell you the truth, I would probably dip broccoli, carrots, cauliflower, like everything in there. I'm gonna go and tell you.
With those little pieces of bread, you know, that would be good too.
Okay, so there is 324 calories, calories. Carbohydrates is 4 grams. Protein is 12 grams. Fat is 28 grams. Saturated fat is 15 grams. I have it on sideways. Cholesterol 84 mg. Sodium 477, which the sodium's so high, I know because of the packet. Yeah. Potassium is 190 mg. Sugars is 2 grams. Vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, and iron. So hey, it does not have fiber. So whatever you add, it's saying 6 servings for this. Yeah, and it's saying that it is, not maybe if I can get it to start giving it. Right there, we're looking at 5 times, 30 minutes of time, so 35. Servings is 6. There's your calories. And it's saying that it's an appetizer, but I'm going to be honest with you, we used it as a side dish. And I think if you made a whole bunch of this and had, that could be an actual awesome dinner for a different pit.
On top of it, like you just put it like on top of it.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You grilled your chicken and then just put that like on top.
And I don't necessarily agree with the 5-minute prep time. I think that it's going to differ because you have to put if you're cutting from you're taking the pepperoni from an actual packet, then you don't have to cut them slices. You just have to cut them down. If you're cutting it from a thing, now you're sitting there pulling the thing off, and those things are so hard to get off. And you're cutting those, then you have to cut them back out. So the pepperoni takes a little bit, and then you have to do. I just eyeballed the ricotta. It says it's asked for a cup of ricotta. Oh, the ricotta that you can normally buy at like Aldi's, Kroger's, or whatever is a 15 ounce. So it's technically a little bit more when I have it.
Yeah.
But that's how I was able to do like half the one time, and then I just used the ricotta for something else. So it just takes time because if you want to sit and actually measure stuff out, whereas some of the things, the sour cream, you just did the whole thing, the ricotta, I just did half of it, and then the cheese I had a bag. So it can be 5 minutes, it can not be 5 minutes, but I'm thinking it's closer to 40 because if you want to cook it a little bit longer, then you want to cook it a little longer.
Very good. I like it.
So that's it, guys. Have we picked our theme?
Yeah,
Brown bag lunch. If you did not hear that, I know somebody asked us last time about this one, which constituted as picnic food, but brown bag lunch is the same thing. This could be a brown bag lunch if you got fancy enough. Yeah, so it could be a full meal. It could just be a couple sides.
Sandwich.
Yeah, something that's like artiste. You know, if you're using the flatbreads or whatever. But that would really be fun. And going forward, we will be attempting to do back here with you guys together in our river room. It's going to be quite a while, I think, before we bring people back in, especially because it's eating. And we've kind of suspended all of that type of programming. So we'll be together as long as we can, making our dishes here. And then what we will do is we are going to use Zoom that goes through our Facebook, because then I'm recording this now and we will place it on our YouTube later. So if you're, they could, yes. So if I can only see the comments and it's not in real time, it's lagged a little bit. Even when I just did straight Facebook Live, it still lags. So sometimes I wouldn't catch your comments until I was already like done with something, so I couldn't show you. But yeah, if we do it, we can, if you guys want to actually be in the quote unquote room with us, then we can definitely do that. Yep, you can actually talk with us. The only thing us doing Zoom and putting it on YouTube and Facebook is that, or I'm sorry, Facebook and YouTube, is that you can comment on us, but it's after the fact, like Facebook, or I'm sorry, YouTube is after the fact, Facebook lags. So if you guys want to be involved in our next month, it's the last Tuesday of every month. Yes, and we can showcase what you're making. So let's morph as we go. So for those that have joined us today, thank you. We will both share our recipes in the comments, but we're also asking you guys to share your recipes, because maybe you actually like this and you want to make this for your brown bag lunch recipe next month. But you know, we just want to use this as sharing, especially because I've noted to you guys in the past when we were here, we had a group of ladies. Jen, we're looking for you. If you want to join our recipe club, please do so. But we would just sit here and it was fellowship, but we literally always talked about our dishes, what we were eating for dinner that night. So if you're a food lover, it was just a nice discussion. Exactly what you're saying. She's in the keto diet. So, I mean, she's telling you guys, you can do this if you don't care. You can do it this if to make it keto friendly. And that's what a lot of the women would share of, you know, oh, use sour cream instead of this. Or, you know, I learned at one point you can, and I make scrambled eggs with milk. And somebody else was like, what are you talking about? I just scramble eggs and do it. I'm like, I didn't know milk was like a choice. I just thought that was the way you made it. But somebody else said sour cream. And I didn't know that. And I learned that here at the book club, or book club. Join us there for the book club too. But I learned that for our recipe club. So thank you for joining us today. We don't want to take much of your time. We try to keep these ones at about 20, 25, 30 minutes. Yes. And I'm sorry we can't share today. We're going to take these back to our offices and eat and share with the staff on duty. So thank you for joining us, and we will see you again next week. Or I'm sorry, next month. I'm losing my brain. Have a good one.